Hi, my name is Michelle, or Mara, as you'll know me as, and I wanted to do just a general video about the journey that my husband and I had trying to conceive up to this point. And I'll do some other videos to show you where I am now, but I wanted to go ahead and review everything that we've done so far, in case anyone's wondering when we started, what we've done, what's worked, what hasn't worked, although most of it hasn't worked. So, but just to review the stuff that we have done and to give you just kind of an overview of our journey, which has been hard. And I think that despite all of that, I'm still fairly positive, and well, I try to be. But we're still trying, so I guess that's the most positive thing I can say so far. So, first off, my husband and I, we met in 2003, and we got married in 2005. And when we first started dating, we used protection all the time. But once we knew for sure we were in it for the long run and we were getting married, we stopped using protection. So, but that didn't matter because I wasn't having a period or anything. So I hadn't had a period, in fact, on my own since I think it was 2000. I think I have it written down on all my paperwork here. So yeah, 2000. So we initially saw a doctor in Nebraska, which is where we were living, and he didn't do any tests. He didn't do anything at all. He just said to lose weight. So he in fact suggested to do Atkins, which I don't think any doctor suggests to do Atkins anymore. But this was way back when Atkins was like a big thing. So my husband and I did Atkins, which now that I know what I know about nutrition, that is the craziest thing that you could possibly do. But we tried it. I didn't lose a lot of weight, and it was weird and hard, and it just wasn't a good idea. So we stopped that, and we just didn't do anything for a while. Eventually, we moved to North Carolina, and that was in 2003, and we didn't quite start initially to do anything, but I decided to see a new doctor and see if there's maybe some other issues that the first doctor couldn't find, which shouldn't be hard since he did absolutely no tests and just told me to lose weight. So we saw that doctor, and he did all the blood work, did ultrasounds, did the tests to find out that I have PCOS. And I have it in the worst way. I have all the symptoms, the hair, the weight gain, the cysts on the ovaries, the insulin resistance. I mean, I've got it all. So he diagnosed me with PCOS, and that was in 2007. And I've been on metformin ever since. So we're going on quite a few years now of me being on metformin. So after the diagnosis in 2007, we didn't do anything. We honestly just couldn't afford it. So we waited, and we ended up moving to a bigger place and getting in a better place emotionally and financially. So we decided to actually start actively trying, and that was at the beginning of 2009. So in 2009, we did rounds of Clomid, with a mixture of estradiol and Provera because I wasn't having a period, so they had to induce the period. And then we did the Clomid cycles. I never ovulated on Clomid; it just wasn't my thing. We also did a Femara cycle or two, and I owed once on one of those, but I didn't get pregnant. And that was about it. We did like 7 or 8 cycles, and we weren't getting anywhere. So the doctor suggested that we see a reproductive endocrinologist, and we just couldn't afford it. I mean, just the payments for just one visit was like $300, and we just didn't have a way of just blowing $300. Because up to that point, you know, Clomid was fairly inexpensive, and all the other drugs were fairly inexpensive, and all we were really paying for was ultrasounds. And that was bad enough, but to have to pay for more expensive drugs and ultrasounds all the time, it wasn't in the budget. So the next thing that we did was towards the end of 2009, beginning of 2010. I did herbals for a while and tried to use those to do various things, and you take various herbs to do various functions. So I was doing cinnamon, and the Vitex or Vitex, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, baby aspirin, the black cohosh, evening primrose oil, fish oils, wild yam, and progesterone cream. I don't think I ever ovulated. I mean, I wasn't able to check it myself. I was doing my temps and mucus and stuff like that, but I don't think it ever happened, and I definitely did not get pregnant. So that was towards the end of 2010. We stopped doing that, and I kind of got into my sad state, my depression. We just couldn't afford to do anything else, and I felt like it was the end, and we were never, ever having a baby. So I just walked around sad for months and months. I did decide to finally lose a decent amount of weight. Because I thought, if anything, if I can't afford to pay for all these pills and stuff like that, the only thing I could afford to do was to lose some weight, and maybe that would help. So by the time 2011 started, I had lost 45 pounds, which was great. And they say that all you need to do is lose like 10% of your body weight, and that will make a difference in your fertility. So I was really excited. I mean, I even managed to have a period on my own, which is something I hadn't done by myself, without medicines since way back when, in my early 20s. So, and I'm in my early 30s now. So that was good. I mean, I was excited, and I decided that I wanted to start trying again. Since I'd lost the weight, I figured maybe the basic drugs like the Clomid and stuff like that might work better. So I went to a doctor, and a totally different doctor. I've seen like 50 of them, it feels like. And she put me on birth control pills. She wanted me to just try to regulate my cycles. So I was on birth control pills for a year. After that... so this is now, we're up to the beginning of 2012. After the birth control pills were done, I decided not to necessarily go back to that doctor. There was nothing wrong with her, but we had a little bit more money under our belts, and my husband suggested that we go ahead and just see a reproductive endocrinologist. This time we could afford it. So we went to our appointments. We got our blood work done. My husband got a semen analysis, all of that. And the doctor there decided to put us on some injectables because the semen analysis came out okay. I still had my PCOS. He did the HSG, and my tubes were clear, so everything was good. So we were about to start on injectables when my husband got a job offer. So we moved to Florida. We didn't start anything yet. And that was in May. We moved to Florida in May, so just a few months ago. So now I'm in Florida, and we haven't started anything yet, but we do have a new doctor, and we've already seen him. So I will do another video separate from this to tell you about my journey now in Florida. But yeah, I'm still excited. I've still kept the weight off, and it's been almost 2 years now. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Mainly, I'm just ready to get it done and over with. I'm ready to be a mom. I'm ready to move beyond this dark, sad point in my life and start some new stuff. So that's pretty much it. I try to keep it short and fast, so you have to watch it again in case you missed anything. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to make some more videos about where we're at now, but I just wanted to give you a review of where we've been. And it's been ugly. So I didn't even get into all the dirty details of crying and complaining, and so that's it. I will hopefully get you another video soon.